Welcome back to our channel. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning into our first video.
We love the comments that we received on Instagram and on our video as well. Thanks so much for showing your love, and
it was so great getting to know you guys.
Yes,
and
it was
such a great start. So welcome
to our first official
video.
Today we're going to be talking about self-care. Why is that important? What we do personally. We're going to be breaking that down in sort of in terms of like
bringing it down into something practical that you guys can take with you, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna look at the body, the body, the mind, the soul, right? Because those are all aspects we like to cover as a holistic nutrition,
yes,
which is really important. So Tara, what does self-care mean to you? Why is that important?
Self-care, first of all, is not getting bitten.
We got that covered.
We have them covered. So what does that mean to me? That means taking care of myself in any which way that I can to make sure that I'm feeling good, looking good, my thoughts are positive, and I'm going about my day in the best way that I can. So I like to kind of have a morning routine, an evening routine that allows me to just get my day started and end really on a positive note as best as I can. So in the morning, I wake up, get some lemon water, cleanse out the liver, repair those metabolic functions.
She had nutrition or what?
I roll out on my yoga wheel, Dharma yoga wheel. If you haven't checked it out, I'll post a link somewhere, but you gotta check this out. It's like a foam roller, but better. So I really get my stretch on in the morning. I drink my smoothie. I'm always on the go. So a smoothie for breakfast is generally the way I do things. Evenings, we'll cover that after, but what do you do? What do you do in the morning?
Wake up, say a prayer, I down like 500 milliliters of water, a liter if possible, but like I down as much water as possible because within the hour of me waking up, I go to the gym. So you want to make sure you're fully hydrated 45 minutes to going to the gym, otherwise you fatigue early. So I make sure I do that, have a little breakfast. Me and my mom usually boil like 10 eggs for the week, and we just keep them in the fridge, so it's just like you're ready to go all the time, which is great. And then I work out, I'm making sure I'm eating, hydrate throughout my day, and then at the end of my day after I come home from work, I make sure I have that time to myself, whether that's going on a hike, going on a walk, listening to music, or just having moments of silence and like talking to myself and listening to my thoughts, what I thought about the day, all that stuff. And that's just like a brief summary of what I do.
Yeah, in the evening, I like to read half hour before bed, like 5 books on the go, so I'm either reading on the subway, I'm reading at home, I do a lot of reading. I stretch out again, gives you really good sleep. I say my thanks, what I'm thankful for the day, even if it's for 5 minutes, meditation, doing a little bit of yoga.
Oh, podcasts, we forgot to mention, like we recently started incorporating podcasts as we get ready. I think that's a really good time. It's like you're getting pumped for your day, but it's still like a little ambient. It's like, you know, very settling, which is nice. So you're getting the right thoughts going for your head before you've started to interact with the world, right? Which is great.
Shout out to Lewis
House.
School of Greatness. Yeah,
he's great. Yeah,
he's great.
And if you don't have time, sometimes I don't have time for like the hour and a half, then I'll just he does like 5-minute segments, and I just like listen to all. And there's other ones that we love as well, but that one I think is like the main one we're into right now. Yeah, it just like sums everything up.
But like going back to the basics. What are the basics of self-care?
So
before, let's say we just had a clean slate and we didn't know anything about self-care. What are these basic things that we can do for our body for self-care?
Okay, so first of all, water is life.
Water is life.
How much water are you guys drinking a day?
Ask yourself.
Unless you're doing a really good job, then like hats off to you. But this is the basics of everything. Your body cannot do anything without water. This is a 1-liter bottle. I make sure to have at least 3 of these a day. So you need to do it by your body weight. Yeah. You can even Google it online, like how much water should I be drinking. There's an equation that you can come up with, and it'll put it in, and you can determine how much water you need to have. But you always need to up your water if you're taking medication, if you're pregnant, if you're traveling, and if you're exercising.
Yes.
Right? So the minimum standard Oh my god, a caterpillar.
Oh, hi!
There's so many here!
We made friends. These are the things that you have to deal with when filming outside, and like mosquitoes on your lenses as well. That guy's just chilling up there. I see you.
A lot of our clients that come to us and they ask for anything. Oh, I need help doing this. I need help doing this. One of our first questions is, how much water are you drinking? It's very important. If you're looking to work on like improving your skin, improving your energy, improving your hair, improving, you know, just overall little things, water. Very simple. And it's the first step that you need to take. All the supplements that you're taking, all the things that you're doing for your body won't work efficiently unless you have enough water in your system to do it. Okay? So drink more water.
I guess next step would definitely be food.
Definitely.
What are you eating?
Are they nutrient dense? Are they empty calories? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you reaching for first thing in the morning? That's like you just spent hopefully 8 hours sleeping. Hopefully. You don't want to get more than like less than 6 hours consistently. You want to make sure that you're doing like around 8 hours, making sure your body is like de-stressed.
Sleep is definitely a form of self-care.
Definitely. You want to make sure, right? And that might be saying no to doing certain things. That might be saying no to yourself that wants to like, hey, another episode starts in 5 minutes, 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Like this.
Are you clicking it? You're clicking.
Is it happening?
No,
is it just going to start? Oh, we're doing this.
And Orange is the New Black is finished.
Exactly. So sometimes it's something like that, like that little self-impulse, a little self-control of being like, no, like I need to go to bed and it needs to happen now. And even giving yourself like that 20 minutes it's going to take for you to unwind and get into a state. You're not just going to immediately fall asleep after watching the last episode of Orange is the New Black. Let's be real.
No,
it's not going to happen. You need that time to like mentally, physically get ready to go to bed.
And those 20 minutes are a great time to have like a little evening routine for yourself. Or even if you're waking up, let's say it's on the reverse end, just spending those 10 minutes in the morning, giving yourself a morning routine.
You want to set yourself up for success, right? On a physical, mental, and emotional level, right? So you need to be incorporating these little things, and it just seems silly, but until you start doing it, you don't see the benefit, and you have to do it consistently. Like your water, like your supplements, like the food that you're taking, like your exercise, right? All those little things that you do to take care of yourself. You're not going to do one face mask and be like, wow, my skin's great. I never need to wash my face. Never need to wash my face again. It's not how it works. You're like, oh, wow, it works. I'm going to continue to do this. And that's how it works, right? So those are some of the daily things that we do. But I think there's a lot of bodily treats that you can do for yourself.
Body treats.
Body treats.
Body treats.
So what are some body treats?
I just got my nails done, so that's definitely a treat for me. I never do my nails, so this was really nice.
Not only does she have beautiful nails, but now she feels fabulous.
I feel fabulous.
But that's really important, right? So now you're going to carry that energy with you every day when you're doing things, you know, like, you know what? My day might be a little annoying, but my nails.
My nails look
right?
good. I'm getting your hair done.
I just did my brows yesterday.
Getting your eyebrows done.
Massages. So important, especially since we're pretty physically active. You need to get those knots rolled out. Massages every day. No, we're not doing massages every day. So yeah, it's really important. Improving your posture.
Something
I don't breathe when I'm sitting like this.
Apparently I'm talking a British accent.
Another thing too that I've been doing, face masks.
Yes.
I've been like incorporating into my routine. So when I'm starting to eat before I shower after the gym, I'll put a face mask on. That's like enough time before.
We've been doing that for time.
But I lost that. So recently started doing that, and it's great. You just feel so fresh, so clean. I'm seeing the effect on my skin, which is so nice. That's one of the things that we do, and you can even combine that with bubble baths.
Yes.
Do a face mask and a bubble bath while reading. Tick, tick, tick.
And
those are 3 things.
Wine.
Yeah. So tick, tick, tick. Those are 3 things where you're taking care of.
With oranges and black.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. Right? Just like condense it all.
That is a self-care night right there. That's beautiful. I like that.
And that's so easy, right? That's so easy. That won't take too much time at all. Put like a little snack there, water. I put my laundry bin over. I put my laptop, and then.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I just put it on the edge of the bath, and I'm always so scared that my laptop.
Oh, how? That's not relaxing at all. Oh, self-quarantine. No laptop. Can't do anything ever. No one. Tara. You're just fearful every bubble bath.
No, the fear is not like actually there. It's like, what if this happened? But then I get to it the episode or whatever. And just
well, that's a really nice way to unwind. I put like Epsom salt in there, some essential oils. I get like a Lush bath bomb or bubble bar. So great to just kind of unwind. And then make sure you take care of your body. You just feel so great. Whenever you're taking a bath, you're like, yeah, take care of my body.
I feel good.
Yeah, you feel great 100%.
Yeah.
So that's great. Body, check. Now your mind and soul. I think those are important. What are ways that you take care of your mind?
I guess one thing really that I'm working on right now is reducing negative self-talk.
Yeah.
You know, we're bombarded every day in society by how we're not good enough, and we have to remember that we really are.
Because they make money off of you not being good enough, right? So they've
kind
created that idea that like, hey, you're not enough, and like, I think that's crazy. And it's so hard because we're so wired against that when we need to rewire ourselves for ourselves, right? We're not rewiring ourselves to make, you know, a makeup company feel happier, right? No, we're doing this for ourselves because when I feel good about myself, I do good things for others, and I continue to make good decisions for myself as well.
Yeah. So just kind of checking in with myself, reflecting, you know, changing my perspective on things, on situations. But yeah, so just kind of checking in with myself, reducing that negative self-talk, a lot of positive affirmations. I like to write them on my whiteboard in my room.
Yeah, I do that too.
It's great.
Yeah.
On a window. Anytime that you can see them.
Yeah.
Immediately upon when you wake up. It's good.
It's good.
What else? Meditating. Even if it's just 5 minutes, reflecting on your day, like we said.
Yeah, decompressing, going through like all the emotions. What did I do right? What did I love about this day? What is it about this day that challenged me? What does that say about myself? What does that trigger? What does that trigger mean to me? How can I improve on that so I'm not triggered by that anymore? And how can I develop a better response to those triggers, right? Because you're like, you have a whole bunch of things that only you care about and only you will be sensitive to. And part of that is like, how can I make that better and reduce that? And how can I just own who I am and make it work for me?
Yeah.
Which is important, right?
And I also think just giving your thanks at the end of the day is a great way to reflect, and it also helps to put you in a more positive mood as well. I think there's always at least 3 things to be thankful for. So at the end of my night, I kind of go through the day and I tell myself at least 3 things I'm thankful for.
Like
it
that.
could even be like that my toothpaste tasted awesome. You know, if you really can't search for something, there's something there, and that allows you to remember that, you know, everything's gonna be okay, or you know, you can get through whatever you're going through, and that's a form of self-care. That's definitely. It's taking on too much work as well.
Yeah.
So balancing your work-life schedule or that work-life balance, and that's definitely taking care of self-care of the mind as well. It allows you to be able to have some time for yourself to do all of the things that you want to do, decompress, feel less stressed. So finding balance in your day or in your week.
And being able to ask for that, right?
Yes.
Like, I think we hold a lot of guilt asking for time to take care of ourselves, or just time to be human. Because although companies do care about you, and we're really lucky to work for a company that does.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a business, right? So if they can have somebody that can come in and work those hours, of course they'll give it to you, right? And they won't know, sometimes they won't know not to until you say something, and like, legally they have to accommodate. You kind of have to. But no, seriously, like, because everybody has a different measure of and threshold of hard work. Some people need more time to check out, and when they come in, they're able to like hammer it through, and some people need a little bit less time, right? So until you're able to clarify that and make that distinct with them, they won't be able to serve you, and they won't be able to help you. So you need to be, part of that self-care is being able to be like, hey, like, this is what I need. I need this. I need 2 consecutive days off. this is what I need, right? I know it sounds so simple, but
here
we are making a self-care video.
And what about taking care of ourselves? What does that mean?
For me, I've fallen in love with reading and writing poetry.
Ready?
So we had to start again because our battery died.
Yeah.
Real life stuff. So going back, poetry is something that I've really been able to connect with. It's helped me give myself a sense of this is what you're feeling, and hey, there are other people that feel this way. And I think that's really important when it comes to having that self-talk and reinforcing positive and acknowledging the negative so you can let them go. Is like feeling like you're not alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. So that's some of the stuff that I do. Part of my self-care, reading, and just like making space to grow. Forgiving yourself, I think is a big thing, and knowing like this is a process, right? Like this is a process of me coming to myself, coming home to myself, and it's going to be different, and no one's going to know the right answer for yourself, and you might not either, and that might be really frustrating at times. But just go with your gut. It takes a lot to trust your instincts.
Definitely. And you gotta believe in that process too, right? Like understand that it's gonna take time wherever you're going and whatever you want to do for yourself. It's not gonna happen right away. You have to be consistent, like we were talking about before, with the actions that you're taking or the thoughts that you're thinking, and really, really believe in that process of self-betterment and self-care and where you want to go from point A to point B.
And like make choices that like make you happy. Make choices that like that split between, hey, this is really good for me and I should push through because I know the end result. I don't like the process, but I like what I will become at the end. And like, no, I'm choosing this purely for enjoyment. And I think that's really important. Why is self-care important? Why are we opening with this topic?
I think self-care is important because when we're feeling our best, when we're doing our best, we're at our best self. And we have so many things that we need to do throughout the day, and when we feel good, when we're taking care of ourselves, we're able to put our best foot forward and really enjoy that process, or really go throughout our days knowing that we've done the best that we can do. We can make better decisions. We can...
Yeah, like you don't want to make a decision out of lack, right? Like, I'm really tired today, so like I don't care. So I'm just going to choose this because it's easiest for me. When you know in your head, if I had more energy, if I had more sleep, I would have cared more, I would have made a better choice. You don't want to be in that position. So feeling yourself physically for that will really help. And you want to make sure you're always giving yourself that best chance.
So always doing your best, and you won't have those regrets from doing something that you wish you didn't do or wish you did do. So you can, go ahead and do the things that you really want to do.
Thanks so much, guys, for tuning into our video. So nice to see you guys again. First of many topics that we will be covering. Please comment in the comment section below and let us know, what are your self-care routines? Do we miss anything? Is there something that you love to indulge in that gives you so much joy that you just can't contain? Please, 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 please share it.
And don't forget to ask yourself, what does self-care mean to you? And as always, comment, subscribe, like, share this video with your best friends. We'd love to hear from you. Check us out on Instagram, BFS with Nutrition below. But thank you guys so much for joining us this week.
Until then,
until the next
love
week.
your best friend, aka you. Okay, should I roll now? Just do a, I'm wearing a dress. Dress roll.
Oh, you're scratchy.
Yeah. My roll.
Probably some of them.